So who am I speaking with?
You're speaking with Andrea Syrtash. I'm the author of He's Just Not Your Type, and that's a good thing. And the upcoming Cheat on Your Husband with Your Husband.
All right, I don't plan on cheating on my husband with my husband because I don't have a husband. But I have a wife, so maybe I can cheat on her with her. But I want to know, you have built your brand up for quite some time because you've been writing about dating and meeting Mr. Right or Mrs. Right. So my question is, with all this brand building you've done and you have advocates, how have they helped you with the sale of your book?
My brand advocates have been unbelievable in helping me sell my books. And this wasn't done, I did not do this intentionally. When I joined Twitter and Facebook, I wasn't looking for brand advocates, and I think that's the key. I was looking to connect with a community of like-minded people who wanted to connect with me, and from there, they've been amazing. On my last book tour, I would not have had people in the seats at the bookstores if it weren't for social media. So it's been amazing.
Have you heard what other people have said about your book to others? Like, I heard about your book because of my friend XYZ. Give me specifics. What have they said?
I've heard, so far, thankfully, I've heard really nice things. And whenever I search, I Google myself a lot because I have an unusual name. It's bizarre, but I have Google alerts and I kind of learn about what people are talking about. And on Twitter, I occasionally look it up, and I found a good example recently was this amazing woman named Melly S., who was tweeting about how much she loved my book, my last book. And so I started to follow her and I thanked her. And she kind of, her first reaction was, oh my God, I can't believe you're following me back. I can't believe you became my 1,000th follower. It must be a sign. I thought it was so funny because for me, I was equally excited as she was to make the connection. So it's an awesome thing, and I try to listen, not just talk, but listen to what people are saying about me, about my books, and on a bigger picture about relationships and dating, hear what they're saying.
Why is it so important to hear what they're saying rather than, you've got tons of advice you're cranking out, but you've interviewed tons and tons of people. How do you learn from that?
I need to learn. I'm a journalist. At my core, I'm a journalist. So the best advice I can get is from listening to people in the field and hearing what they have to say. Really effective relationships start that way. Worry less about impressing others. Let others impress you. I always say that. I think it's fundamental. Dale Carnegie wrote about that in the 1930s, so I didn't invent that. It's so important to connect with your audience and your friends and any relationship you're building by listening and by valuing what that person is saying.